Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered! Today, going to be a match between Rain and Ample here on Cross Game. Top right, it is our yellow Protoss player. It is a Rain. And in the bottom left, we have Ample. He is our white Terran player today. Rain is an excellent, super scary Protoss player. And Ample is not quite up to this level, but I kind of feel like he can give Rain a game today. So this is Cross Game. A very interesting map. Kakaru! It's not selectable? Oh no! You can't kill the critters! They did this in StarCraft 2. Aww, boo. Maybe that's what they were inspired by. So yeah, Cross Game. What a very, very strange map. I'm trying to like wrap my head around this, but at least you have your natural here. And then a ramp leading down. Oh, a ramp up into your natural is nice. And then low ground to where your main base is, which nothing can set up out here, so it's not as big of a deal. But still, low ground, kind of a throwback to when it was low ground for main bases in StarCraft, you know, many, many years ago. That was the norm. A little bit of tryptophobia going on here, too. Like random holes everywhere. I don't like it. What is this? Can you walk through that? Hey. Go through that thing real quick. I need you to see. Alright, so what do we got? A lot of high ground for tanks to position on. That's pretty good for the Terran. Some decent open areas here. A mineral patch. A mineral-only base that's like super hard to hold. But also, this sucks for Protoss to take because tanks can set up here too. Alright, so this does feel a bit like a Terran-favored map. That said, Protoss likes taking high ground expansions, so maybe it's not super Terran favorite. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see what we get. Yeah. So this is PVT. This is a 2020 match sent to me by RJB of RJB TV. Check him out at RJB TV on the YouTube machine. Cybercore coming up here from a Rain. Leave him a comment. Let him know that Falcon sent ya, and he'll appreciate it, and I will love you forever. It's that easy, folks. That easy. So not walling off at all. I guess you got this ramp leading up that kind of is a little awkward to wall, and this is too big to wall off easily and quickly. What an interesting map. Never cast a game on it before, and I don't think I've ever seen it before either. So a quick scout says yes. Okay, so the Protoss is going one base. I am going one base. Excellent news. So this should be a Dragoon versus Marine siege tank thing fairly soon. Let's see how this works out as the factory is coming in here from Ample. SCV hiding for future scouting purposes. Marine chasing away the scouting probe. Let's see if someone's going to try to expand anytime soon. Yeah, bunker coming up. Really, really worried about these Dragoons showing up and murdering everything. Rain doesn't quite have the gas for Singularity Charge, but he's working on it. He's working on that gas. And, oh, did he skip Singularity Charge to go for Robo Facility? He's not going for range on Dragoons. This has to be Reaver drops then. You can't skip Dragoon range unless you do something else to try to damage the Terran. And that's what it is. That's what it's going to be. And he's expanding behind it. Terran about to expand at the exact same time. 400 minerals go. Excelente. Muy bien. Look, this poor SCV's like got bad pathing here and is absolutely getting murdered because of it. Bad pathing. The death of many a unit in our time. In our days of StarCraft Brood War. Okay, what are we working on here? Okay, going for Vulture Speed first. And, yeah, there's your robotics bay. Yoink. Way up here. Man, that is like the extended range of that pylon. Alright, so that's going to be hard to scan, right? Because if you're Terran, you scan like here. And you're like, oh yes, okay, cool, nice stuff. But you don't see the robotics bay. This gonna be some Reaver shenanigans, that's for sure. Reaver shuttle drops. Cha. I mean, Rain's name is not Shuttle, but he's a Protoss, and therefore Reaver drops are something he's very good at. And Something he likes to do. It takes a lot of skill. I remember the first time I saw Reaver drops, and I was like, oh, that's how you can use Reavers. My mind was blown. Like, I played the campaign for StarCraft and Brood War, right? But, you know, I just played against my friends, and none of us were any good, really. And then it wasn't until I kind of started watching some of the professional stuff, some of the professional Brood War that I found out existed, like around 2004, 2005, that I started being like, oh my gosh, they can do that? Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? I remember, God, what was I watching? There was something back like in 98, 99, 2000, when I was in high school. There was a class we had called Tech 2000 that I was in, where it was generally like, do computer things. And we played a lot of StarCraft on those computers, I tell you what. But, man, there were sites we'd go to that would, like, have strategies, but they didn't have replays yet. I don't know. I have no idea what I saw, but I definitely saw shuttles being used in incredible ways way back early in the day. So it is definitely something that players figured out pretty fast back in the time. And, yeah, some of you old-timers know that for sure. Because we had stuff like WESG. Alright, Reaver drop engaged. Does not get a huge hit on that tank. Oh, the Scarab micro, though. Ugh. And now there's a Wraith out, so the shuttle's going to die. And the Reaver's just trying to get as many kills as he can get. Okay, that's a couple good kills. Unload it. Okay, unload it and try to get one more shot off, and doesn't kill the... Oh my gosh, 2 HP on that tank. Kills the SCV repairing the tank, but the tank doesn't go down. Alright, so I think that was a pretty successful defense there from Ample. He ended up losing a couple SCVs, but he killed an entire Reaver and a shuttle, and I think maybe lost one tank. So, all in all, good enough. Good enough defense, I'm going to say. And losing the shuttle totally sucks, because you know Rain would love to come back in later. But he can't now. Ample has some Korean to say. Anybody watching? Yes, I do have some Korean speakers watching this. Translate for me, please. What are we talking about? Whoa. Whoa. What are we talking about here? Something. Well, there's no response, though. Okay, so we got Shuttle version 2 out. And there's another Reaver coming in. So if at first you don't succeed, try again. This is how Rain lives his life. He's not going to give up on the Reaver drops just because they kind of got shut down once already. And there's, again, the Wraith is a problem. Wraith has 2 kills? What did you kill? Definitely the shuttle. Maybe you got the killing blow on the Reaver. That'd be amazing. That'd be pretty good stuff. Alright, so Rain needs to start on the out-expanding the Terran maneuver. Because you definitely need more bases if you're going up against the siege tanks and the spider mines and the vultures of the Terran player Ample here. It requires, you know, a good sense of game timing. Stargate Templar Archives. So going for that Arbiter off 2 base before we go for the 3rd, which is fine. Pretty gosh darn standard stuff. And just, you know, little individual spider mines. Vultures hanging out in the middle of the map doing nothing. And 3rd base timing. Look at that. Mineral count. Oh, he just made something, though. And there we go. 8 minutes and 50 seconds on that 3rd base. Yeah, Arbiter Tribunal coming up. Again, all the tech is just kind of squished up here in this top corner. Like, some of it's off the map. It's so in this top corner. I can't scroll anymore that way. Incredible. So, yeah, hit that like button if you're enjoying this game so far. If you're a PvT fan, I think it's been pretty good. No idea who's going to win this thing at this point. It is too close to even on every category here. The Protoss has more economy, but again, he needs it. He needs it to deal with these tanks. And let's see what Rain does. Oh, a Vulture drop in the main. Okay. Alright. Okay, that's fine. A couple probes die, but not, you know, not exactly a probe massacre. And tit for tat. Here comes a double shuttle. Is that an empty? No, there was a Dragoon. I don't know. There's Zealots and there's Dragoons and there's Reavers here. Ugh, getting big hits. And one more possible. Get out of there. Oh my gosh, it got out of there. The decoy makes it out of there too. Are you kidding me? No, the decoy does not make it out of there, but this one. This one makes it back in. Oh my gosh, are you kidding right now? Ah! Ow! Yeah, okay. Oh, that's a big group right there. No! No! Oh, down to 47 workers here. Is ample. Again, not a worker massacre, but that doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good at all. He was gonna expand up the... what? Why? Go that way, command center. There's nothing down here for you. Maybe, I don't know, maybe go back up to the third base location. What? Ample, what are you doing? I got nothing, guys. I don't know what he's doing with this. Oh, wait, he realized this needed to head to the north, to that third base location, and thus there it goes. Recall's in production here. Server cruising through, seeing, yes. Pretty standard composition here for Ample. Bunch of tanks, few Goliaths, bunch of vultures, spider mines tossed down all over the place. Can you not go through this? You must be able to go through this. Oh, there's nothing here, though. There's like... Wait, is that ground? I think that's ground. You can walk over that, yeah. There's a spider mine here, which indicates there has to be a way to come through here, but it's vision. That is so cool. We don't have a lot of that in Brood War maps. Again, that's a StarCraft 2 thing. But this seems to be a map that's incorporating some StarCraft 2 concepts. Like these kind of reeds and plants that prevent vision to the other side. Neato. Alright, well, round 3 is here. Shuttle unloading Zelotes to cause some problems. Reaver is just kind of generally what? Trying to kill supply depots? Yeah, trying to kill, all 4 of these supply depots with supply block ample in the next week. That's not good at all. Ooh, Academy getting sniped by these zealots too? Maybe. It is burning down. We'll see if the repair happens, leaving these zealots to die. And the repair is happening. All right, good job, Ample. But getting supply block that heavily is not good for you at this stage of the game. Not at all. Look at this. Another expansion here from Rain, 4th base. We'd already kind of scrolled over. I didn't mention it, but there it is. There it be. 3rd base coming up here from Ample. What a crazy map this is. Kind of like it, just for the map alone. This is 142 to 112 supply, where Rain wants to be. It's on 4 bases to 3 bases, but from what we've seen, you kind of need to expand like a madman if you're going to beat a good Terran player as Protoss. Actually, if you're going to beat Flash as Protoss, you kind of need to expand as a madman. As Light showed us when he was off-racing Protoss in an incredible TVP against Flash on the channel last year. Which, if you haven't seen that, like, let me know, and I'll put a link to it in the description. Or just let you know directly, because insane PvT. Get back here. Die, vultures. Siege tank sieging up. Run! Yeah, I almost feel like expanding up here from Rain would be good. Tank count, not 30. It's only 8, which is manageable. Observers getting sniped, not ideal, though. You definitely want these observers around. They're not cheap either. They're 75 gas. They're permanently cloaked, though, and they're detectors, so it's worth it. Kill them. Kill the vultures. Enough cannons, actually, to do it. You can come back now. No, Rain evacuated and then assumed the vultures to stick around, and they didn't, and he needs to send the probes back. Alright, so both players doing some not great stuff here. Great recall, though. That's great. That counts. And the vultures are coming back to deal with it. That's not what they want to do at all, but again, as they die, we don't lose as many factories. This is an insanely effective thing. Trying to supply block. Academy goes down. These Reavers, though. Okay, so Ample's in a lot of trouble here at 14 minutes. An insane amount of trouble. He's going to lose his starport? Yeah, he's going to lose his starport. Where are you going, though? Come back. Oh, going to take tank fire is what we're doing. Ow. Head up here. Alright, so Starport does go down. Ample is somehow not supply blocked. Shuttle heading up to the third base where there's not any anti-air actually at all. Ow! Oh! Actually, they do take it down. Oh, final hit. Too late. Doesn't actually connect. Well, it connects, but it doesn't do any damage. And Shuttle just hanging out here. So there you go. Expanding here is Rain. That's fine. He does need some minerals, mineral dump minerals, right? For them zolotes that he is making. So it's 180 to 126 supply. It doesn't feel like Ample has a great handle on this game, but he's got a fourth base up. Which again, he needs the minerals for the vultures. It's the same story over here. But he's down about 50 supply, a little bit less than that, but it is not ideal. Another recall into the main after these tanks have just evacuated would be super frustrating. Look at this pathing. The vultures want to come in and the tanks want to get out. Probe's gonna expand here. Doesn't set off the spider mines because they hover. Keep thinking this is some kind of a drop, but it's just an empty shuttle. Kill that, please. So as not to confuse me on the minimap, I'd appreciate it. Ample. But it is taking up supply in Rain's army and not doing anything for Rain. So you know what? Ample keeping this alive is good for him. I mean, it's kind of scouting, but I mean, what's it seeing that isn't already obvious? There's SCVs and refinery and command center here. Burp. Not the greatest scout, and taking the 12 o'clock here to Rain. So yeah, Rain doing all of the pieces, right? Doing all of the pieces, expanding a whole bunch. Trying to keep that tank count low. Allowing the Terran to have 3 bases, and maybe even 4, but anything beyond that gets really dicey. Zealot trying to make sure this base doesn't happen. And if you're the Terran, you just want to get 30 tanks up and kind of slowly siege across the map. And just have so many tanks and split them so well that Stasis doesn't do as much. Ooh, Hallucination coming in. And Storm doesn't do as much. And have enough vultures. Have enough vultures so that... Ooh, big recall. The Zealots don't just beat your tanks. Alright! Big time attack at the third base. Hold. Siege tanks firing from the low ground, but Dragoon's not in range of those tanks. Vultures trying to fight themselves, and they're going to take out a couple of these Dragoons, and there we go. Tanks finally on the premises. Couple SCVs dying here. 64 to 60 workers. Rain has an advantage. Everything died. That wasn't the most effective recall I've ever seen. But once again, he has so many bases, I don't think that it matters how cost efficient he is. He's zerging it, right? That's how you beat Terrans, is you zerg them real good. Yeah, I mean, this is just... Ample is trapped on his side of the map. He hasn't really been able to push out today at all. He's really paranoid that more attacks are coming in, and that's just not how you win StarCraft, is you don't win it by sitting at home. I mean, maybe... Again, if you get enough tanks out, you've got +3 attack, working on +2 armor here. But Rain's maxed out. He's starting to develop a bank here, which is going to be really nice for him in future engagements. And, ooh, hallucinated. Hallucinated. Arbiters. And the recall comes in. Alright. I don't know where these zealots are going. Oh. I was like, maybe kill this tank. That works. Hallucinated arbiters firing hallucinated shots in. Whoop. Whoop. No supply block on Ample. He might be overcommitting to what he's bringing back to deal with this kind of stuff. But he hasn't really paid for it either. Like, Rain hasn't come swooping into this base when everything's in the main, right? It would be a pretty good move. Maybe he's going to do that in one of these next ones. But look at this. Every base has been taken on the map. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them are Rain's. This is how you play PvT, ladies and gentlemen. If you're struggling in PvT, this is it. This is it. Invest in some cannons to defend your expansions against vultures, right? Expand a whole bunch. Keep some pressure on the Terran. Use recalls. Use Reaver drops. They're even... Ooh, Storm dropped their SCV line! Okay. 5 kills and 6 kills each. 11 SCVs go down, and Ample's down to 51. And 64 here for Rain right now. Yeah, I mean, Ample... Okay, Ample, if he has a big, scary push in him that Rain just can't handle, which is entirely possible. Yeah, I mean, this is too much. It's not even a great storm. Better storm, but nice dodge there by the vultures. Wow, is he going? Alright, Rain thinks he can handle this. Getting storm on top of those siege tanks is really, really nice. Good stasis on 3 of those siege tanks, but again, the backline is still here and still firing away, and Rain needs to back out before everybody dies. So that goal was to thin out the tank count a little bit, pull back, get some more reinforcements, force Ample to unsiege, and then maybe jump on him when he's unsieged. Or maybe not. Maybe let him resiege and then attack him straight ahead here. Okay. Well, is this gonna... I mean, good stasis again. 3 more tanks go down. Did he time this to where these guys are coming out of stasis and they're gonna die? He did not. Nope. He's not that good. Like, Rain is good. He's not that good. But you just make trades. Even if you're not making great trades, it doesn't matter because you have so many more bases. It's so much more income, and again, a bank of minerals here. And if you just harass the crap out of Ample every time he tries to move out, I don't know what Ample does. Like, he's gained about 4 inches of real estate in the last couple minutes he's been trying to get up here. And once again, I think maybe Rain's goal is just to force Ample back down this ramp a little bit, but no. That doesn't happen. Storm, catch him on siege. Trying to finish him off here. Great storms. Oh my gosh, those storms are good, but not good enough. Siege tanks crushing Protoss here, as they do. Rain's down to 173 supply. Rebuilding is getting heavy on Zealots on this round, but also making 7 Dragoons. So, like, and remember what I said about the high ground tank positioning? Yeah, this is the high ground tank positioning. So this is Rain being like, okay, I have multiple bases. I can afford to sack 1. It's annoying, though. Must admit. Move up, unsieged tanks. Take down this Nexus with the best of them. Rain's maxed out again? Now he's going for it. I don't know if there's enough spider mines here, but there's a lot of Dragoons. Zealots in the back. Not exactly what you want as far as positioning goes here. Zealots kind of struggling to get through these Dragoons. What an absolutely insane display right here. Great stasis, catching about another 7 of those siege tanks and a vulture. And once again, just pushing this army back down the ramp. That is what Rain has been trying to do. He just saved it. He saved his Nexus. That is almost dead Nexus. That base is not happening. Needs to push back, and at the bottom of the ramp again is Ample. And I don't think Rain wants to continue to push down here unless there are 0 tanks. Which there are, by the way. So cool. This Templar does not have enough energy to go for a storm and might actually just die. And does. Okay, so trying to... Oh, look at all these Zealots, man. Look at all these Zealots. Alright, so these tanks are dead. I think Ample might just be done here. He's got 3 tanks. His tank count is not good. It's been completely handled here by Rain thanks to his superior economy, superior macro as a result. Some great recalls, some great Reaver stuff, and GG Ample taps out, and Rain is your winner in 24 minutes and 44 seconds. So that's how you do, ladies and gentlemen. Rain doing everything right He is such a good Protoss player. Ample's just not quite there yet. Not quite there yet, you know? But he did okay. He did all right. I mean, he almost killed this base. But see, the trick and what makes you an amazing Terran player against somebody like Rain is your ability to rampage out, kill this base, and keep the momentum going. Then you kill this base, right? And then you kill this base, and you force Rain back up to these corners and back up into a corner. You expand behind him, right? That's how we've seen Terran win games in the past here. But Rain just had so much stuff, and he just waited for Ample to get up to this open area where a concave could be set up. Had beautiful storms, beautiful stasises, and those are the ingredients that he needed to win. And he did. So end of the day, 196,000 points for Rain, 164,000 for Ample. We got 450 units produced for the Terran, 307 for the Protoss. Kill-death ratio, pretty close, honestly. Rain did kill more, but Ample produced more as well, as we can see. Resources, yeah, just Rain. Way more gas mined, 3,400 more gas mined. About 12,000 more minerals mined, and about 13,000 more spent, which is a big difference in a 24-minute game. Well done. Well done there by Rain. Ample. Again, not quite there yet. But maybe next time. Maybe next time you can get him. All right, so that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.